Hi, my name is Steve Carrithers, and I would like to address a series of pitfalls and unexpected issues and problems virtually that I've encountered in my path as a multiple SBIR grant award winner. I have founded have co-founded six different biotech companies thus far in my career. Yet I am what you might call an academic transplant. I was a faculty member, but I transitioned into entrepreneurship and biotechnology. But it is in this light that I'm contributing to Accelerate Health's SBIR War Stories. I have been awarded over $10 million of SBIR, STTR grant funding through the years, all for the purpose of developing diagnostics and therapeutics, including proof of concept studies, feasibility, R&D, clinical trials, FDA, CMS, and licensing, and various forms of commercialization and exits. But one particular war story I'd like to address is addressing your indirect cost rate. Your non-directs, your indirect cost rate of a grant can make or break a company. Not so much the technology, but if it breaks the company, eventually it breaks the technology, you won't be able to get it to market. And what I mean by that is when you get your SBIR phase 1 or STTR phase 1, you will have an assigned straight indirect cost rate that NIH or NSF or DOD, they provide to you. It could be 26%, it could be a straight 40%, but you don't have any room for negotiation. And you want to use those funds to keep the lights on. Virtually, you want to pay your electric, you want to pay your cable, you want to pay your rent. All these factors that contribute to keeping a company open and keeping your personnel happy, these are your indirect cost rates that keep you functioning. It's not used to address your science. Although what you find out, if you do not have the right indirect cost rate, you're using money that was directly assigned to your research studies to keep the lights on, if you will. So indirect cost rates, understand what that really means. It helps us with our healthcare credits, our SEP IRA. It helps us with our utilities. It helps pay our CPA and legal services. You want to add all this up, and believe it or not, NIH, the division of, they call them DFAS, a Division of Financial Advisory Services, that branch of NIH, will actually help you address all these real costs that help you keep your company open. And here's the issue. You want to tell them the truth. You want to tell them realistically what those costs are, because in your next grant, your phase 2, your phase 2B, your CRP, you want to have a much higher rate than 40%. You don't want to price yourself out of business and have 60, 70, 80%, but you need a reflective percent that keeps the lights on. So for us, we find a champion in that office, the DFAS champion, one of these CPAs in that office who work with you personally in all your grants. They know you personally, they understand your company, and they give you 3 different tiers you can work from. These 3 different tiers are represented by early biotech, mid biotech, or maybe a larger company, under 500 employees, of course. But these are the people you want to work with, and you want to work with their spreadsheets. You want to just draw it directly from your bank statements. You want to fill in the QuickBooks or whatever program you're using at the time and work with these folks. That's truly my lesson, is because I don't think a 40% indirect is good enough for any biotechnology company to sustain themselves. If you can't sustain yourself, you can't develop the right diagnostic or therapeutic. That's how it would hurt your company. So I hope this helps. And if you need any advice, feel free to reach out to Accelerate Health. They have my contact information, and I'll talk you through it. Thank you.